So this week we left the dock because I think we all needed a vacation from the last 2 weeks' trials and tribulations. We decided to go in the vicinity of Gananoque, or right in the heart of the Thousand Islands. We left for a few days, like every first trip of the season, had a few mishaps, a few breakdowns, and some adjustment to do. But we quite enjoyed it. Beautiful sun, mid 20s for the temperature. That's in Celsius. It was great. We had quite a relaxing time, quite an enjoyable time. We went to visit a few islands, as you're going to see, and no regrets. Now, this being said, I just wanted to add a few things about our winter upgrades. And one of them, we ordered these back in March, and it's a USB plug that connects to any 12 volt circuit. And as you can see here, it has twin USB and a 5 amp output, so 2.5 amps per plug. Now, it's a flush mount, and this is something that a lot of people are going to look at me and say, what? Yeah, flush mount. So the only thing you need to do is drill 2 small holes for the screws to hold the unit, and you can put it anywhere. And this is the beautiful side of this. It doesn't require you to make a hole or a big round hole for the back of it, or just like a cigarette lighter where you would need to drill a hole that probably 3/4 of an inch or an inch in diameter. These ones are 2 small holes, and worst comes to worst, you want to move it. You could either just put epoxy in a hole, or 5200, or depending on how bad you want your boat to look brand new. And again, once you install one of these, it's probably good for quite a few years, so you shouldn't have to repair anything or change anything for quite some time. That was one of the upgrades that we did. Also, in the cabin, we added those neon strips. All of these items came from Wish. They were dirt cheap. I think these USB things were $2.95 each and free delivery. The neon strips, or the LED strips I should say, were free, just pay delivery, and that ended up being like $4. And that came with the remote. It came with the box, and it follows the sound of music. You can connect it to your phone through Bluetooth and play with the intensity and the colors that you want. So all stuff to make your life easier, and at the same time, if you're navigating at night, you can put it all on red. And for those of you that don't know yet, red on a boat makes it a lot easier for your eyes to adjust when you're looking at the horizon, and then you want to focus on something back in the cockpit. It also, when you try to go downstairs, and if everybody's sleeping and you're trying to make yourself a coffee or get yourself a sandwich to because you have a midnight snack or midnight hunger and you need a snack, well, the fact that everything's red, when you come back out in the cockpit, you don't lose that horizon, and you don't lose that possibility to look out in the dark and see other ships, or maybe obstacles in your way. So we think it's really great. And to add a little bit to that, the red light is usually not perceptible to mosquitoes and flies. I don't know why. Maybe it's not because it's not as bright as the other spectrums, blue, yellow, whatever. But red light doesn't attract bugs. So that's another plus, because, well, we all know that sailing in the Thousand Islands or on the Great Lakes, you have flies that bite or mosquitoes when you're at the dock. Not so good. So, well, let's start this episode, and I'll let you to it. There, beautiful Hola, Goma.
There's our son Kieran sailing with Peter on Morning Wood.
That's a beautiful boat though, eh?
It is a gorgeous boat.
I love the sail too.
The sail is fantastic.
So, in the last couple of weeks, we've had a few people ask us about what we do with the chicken on the boat. And more specifically, what we do with the chicken remains on the boat. Well, we learned how to do chicken diapers out of socks. So we went to our local store and we purchased a couple of, 10 ankle socks for $3. And as you're going to see in a picture here, we learned how to cut them and make it fit on our chicken as it grows to be able to catch all, the chicken waste. And works really awesome. She does have a cage on the boat, which she spends a little bit of time in when she wants to be quiet, or when you see she's getting, excited or nervous about what's happening around. That's kind of her safe haven. Otherwise, if it's just us in the boat, she can, go downstairs, enjoy her company. She actually usually sleeps on me. She's quite enjoying that, or sleep on her son. She also quite enjoys his company. I don't think it's worse or better than any other pet on a boat, a dog or a cat. We didn't want either one of them because of the litter box smell for a cat, and the dog, well, you have to keep on bringing them to shore. Making a diaper for a chicken, kind of saves you from doing all that. And surprisingly, they are really affectionate. So, hey, give it a try. And, after 5 months old, they start giving you eggs. Fresh eggs is good in the morning.
Come on, here. Come on. Come on. Come on, here. Come on, come on. She's following us.
Come on.
Don't even need any training. Hi. Hi, girl. Hey. Day 2 of sailing. Here's Singer Castle on Dark Island.
This is a video of a friend that saw us passing on the St. Lawrence going downriver. Is it quite the sight, isn't she? So these are some of the abandoned houses in 1,000 Islands. We're currently sitting on Leak Island or Tortsway, depending on how old you are. And for those who need to find it, the bay with all the mooring balls is right there. And you can see a mooring ball right, point at it right there. And the dinghy dock is actually just in here, or the kayak dock, or whatever you want to call it. So this is the old brick house. This is one of 8 foundations or buildings on this island. And if you come and take a look through one of the windows, as you can see, the roof was probably made out of wood and fell apart, and so was all the windows and so on and so forth. So everything that was made out of wood disappeared, but everything made out of stone remained. So this was probably the entrance for some kind of coal or wood for the furnace. And you still have a bed frame from what we understood back in 1917 from World War I. the family that owned this island donated it to the Canadian government for the soldiers to have a retreat. And as you can see, that probably is an old boiler made out of galvanized or stainless steel. And well, after 100 and some odd years old, it's in pretty good shape. But other than that, a couple of pipes and so on, not much remains of this probably what was at one point a beautiful house. So come and visit it. It's worth seeing everything. And if you find the other 7 locations, please put them in our video as a GPS coordinates or some sort. Yeah.
You won't feel it. Okay.
1,
I'm cannonballing.
1, 2, 3, go! Come on, Kieran.
Holy shit. No, I'm good.
So we're not even June yet, and these 3 girls and my son decided to go swimming in the river at 57 degrees. And I think they just got out as fast as they got in. We will leave you this week with a few pictures that we have taken throughout the week. I think between the crew and all of our adventures, we thank you for watching this week, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And oh yes, I couldn't believe it, and I had to put it in this picture shot. 9.4 knots going downriver. Excellent. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next week.